Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. Stanford ready to kick it away just right there. So SMU's offense onto the field first, and we'll see their opening script.
Critical down and distances when they need to have a play, especially on short yardage goal line going for it on fourth down. The left side is who they're going to be running behind. You've got two guys out there in the left tackle and left guard that are going to play on Sundays, and that is a special, special combination that a lot of offensive lines wish they had.
Taken in by Smith on the right side. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Mustangs will line it up on 1st and 10. Tells to run, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
Well, it was a good throw, it was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Smith. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
Offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having little success on 1st and 2nd down because now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So let's make sure you take care of the football and find those plays you really like.
Off the boot, looking for his man. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And that's a frustrating end to a promising drive. When you get the first drive, you start to go down the field, get in the enemy territory, thinking you might get points, and you do what you can't do. You make that mistake, put the ball on the deck, defense recovers, and gets the momentum in this football game.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's 4. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Makes the grab. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the ground, it's 4. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. The officials stop play here as they check on the injured Cardinal player. The junior running back slow to get up. We hope this is just momentary. Howie Rowe will keep an eye out. For us. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Just feeds the running back. Hit and stop right there, not much on that pickup.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. No good. Kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
I think a lot of fans were hoping that this offense maybe made some adjustments considering how much they struggled the last time they took the field. And early in this first quarter, it still seems like they're trying to iron some things out, just not clicking the way they need to be.
Dropping back, it's Jennings. Here comes the heat. Snags it. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And the Mustangs send out the punt unit. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
Here comes the offense on first down. Finds a crease. It's Irvin. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
This Stanford offense is humming. Set up with another first down. Quick give. It's Davis. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Hand off again. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run. Stanford quickly to the line. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Finds a man in the middle. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Let's not complicate this. My man is better than your man. Find your matchups and go get them.
Stanford going back to work with another first down. They'll run the screen. Got some room, headed to the goal line. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. A first down run in the red zone. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. They're trying to slam it in. Nowhere to go. Same song, 2nd verse, as this defense is ready for this guy. They have not been able to run, and he surges across the line. Touchdown, Cardinal! Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. 75 yards on the touchdown drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. Finds his big tight end. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
Finds his tight end. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Back to throw, it's Jennings. Still looking. Going to try to get it himself. He slides past the sticks. That'll be enough to convert the 3rd down. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. We've reached the break, and it is Stanford holding the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. Fresh center downs going to the air. Smith with the grab over the middle. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains and they're set up at the 41. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Right, it's Smith. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. The Mustangs go back to work after moving the chains through the air. A shot toward the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down. Long way to go on 2nd down. Quick give. Got the 1st down. He stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. And the Mustangs back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Open on the right side, that's Smith. Could not make his way to the corner.
Well, if you're going to get 1st downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
Jukes his way for more. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal.
Touchdown Mustangs! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. Looking for the tie with the extra point. A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
Cardinal offense takes the field, ready to attack. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out.
He couldn't make the connection. 2nd and long here. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Moving the pocket, it's Warren. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Working the middle. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. From the gun, it's Davis. Turning it on! They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Keeps it moving. It's Irvin. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. After the holding penalty, the offense will try to hang on with a 1st and 20. Tackled almost immediately, not a whole lot on that one. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. The throw on 2nd down, and they need a lot. Open space at the 25. He'll slide, and it's a good pickup on that one.
he does a really good job here. You want to get a huge play. You got to push the ball down the field. You need a bunch of yards. But wait a minute. Now he can just tuck it, scramble, go get you a bunch of yards. Now put you in a great third down situation. Real heads-up play by the quarterback.
The Cardinal at the line with the first down. Let's see if they go back to the air. The run inside. It's Davis. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. Right side, it's Blackburn. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Snaps it, and he has to have it. Makes the catch. He gets it in. Touchdown, Stanford. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hale. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. SMU's offense headed out onto the field to start this drive. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Keeps it himself. He'll toss it. And he stopped right there. No gain on the play.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Scanning the field, it's Jennings. Under pressure, desperately looking. Quarterback got it himself. Still running at the 40. And after the huge scramble, he slides and gets down. Terrific run to get out of trouble.
How nice is it to be an offensive coordinator and you call a pass play, but your guy turns it into an explosive run? Like, that is so much fun to call. Good protection up front, but he just sees space so well. They drop back, he finds the holes, and man, before you know it, he's just chewing up yards and making big plays.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Grabbed in the middle, it's Knight. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Intercepted. Taking it the other way. He's at the 30. Able to stay on his feet and get the ball to the 21-yard line. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Snapped it in the shotgun. Out wide left, it's Brown. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Stanford at the line, needing to convert on 3rd and short. They'll run it. It's Davis. Stopped short of the 1st down marker. They are in field goal range, and 3 would make it a 2-possession game. The Mustangs call a timeout.
Crease and get through it, but this defense was more than ready for it. Built that wall up front. Nowhere to go, no push. Big stop by the D.
Gain